holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. I could put the ball in the end zone, put a bad bitch in the friend zone. This shit sound like an intro jet song, give me that tempo. Told Pooh he a fool with the shit. Told her don't let her friends know. In the Ville and I move like a dime. Eating fettuccine at Vincenzo's. Me and my amigos got that free smoke on the West Coast. Yeah, I'm talking about pre-rolls. Dark hair bitch, she look like she go. She do. Hometown hero, feeling myself, can't murder my ego. She heard of my deep stroke. She said, babe, does it hurt when I though? It does. Certified freak, hang around dust and she learning my lingo. Back then, wasn't worried about me though. In the gym, trying to work on my free throw. Damn. Spending money at the club like Sam's. Yes, ma'am. She a little freak on cam, but she don't put this on the ground. Little boys tryna diss on the ground. Hey, I can't switch on the fan. It's how I hit the switch on the fan. This where my head is. I feel resentment from every direction. Even some homies be wearing expressions. I be discouraged from sharing my blessings. We used to share a connection. Now it just feels like it's wearing and stretching. I'm getting real sick of taking advice from people that never could stare at reflections. Somewhere in there is a lesson. Y'all ain't evolving, it's very depressing. I'm at the club with the basketball team. Me and the Cardinals are sharing this section. Gotta cherish the present. I'm drinking water and wearing protection. Got a career and I'm very invested. Some people call it a scary obsession. I like to call it a passion. I can be sitting relaxing. PG, we getting some traction. I'm at the venue, it's packed in. I'm digging her accent. I got a BB Simon belt on me and she tryna get it unfastened. That's my type of distraction. That's my type of she Latin. Got my own flow and I'm about to get a patent. Brand new sheets for the bed, they satin. Y'all wasn't tuned in back then. My swag, they keep jacking. I ain't doing no verse, quit asking. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options, I can pass that like Stockton. Just joshing, I'ma spend this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10.
I just wanna rock. Body out of y'all.
Damn.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. Hit it once, no time. Side up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. That's my high.
Damn.
1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coach V Court here at Gibney Gym at Berlin High School. We're here moments away from a girls' basketball game against Cheshire. I'm here with Cole Pike. Cole Pike, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Tommy. But I want to say happy holidays to everybody that's tuning in, and I'm excited to be back commentating.
Absolutely. Happy holidays to all of our viewers at home. We're going to have some stats up for you now in a moment. Now, if we're looking at the Berlin Redcoats, their stats will be up in just a sec. Berlin Redcoats are 1-2. They have a winning percentage of 33%. Scored 136 points, but they have allowed 127. Cole, what do you think about that?
Well, I think especially last year they lost a lot of seniors, especially one senior in particular, Emma Ellison, who averaged a lot of points last game. I mean, I remember every game she was dropping 20, 30, 25, 15. So it was a big loss, honestly. They got to find their scores. They got to find their shooters. They got to find the people that can get boards, play defense. That's something they have to do to become a great basketball team. And I feel like if they can find that out, this game will be competitive.
I agree with you completely. They have lost a lot of high-volume scores. Let's look at, why don't you tell us a little bit about Cheshire?
So the Cheshire Rams are a 2-2 basketball team with a win rate of 50%, have scored 192 points, but have allowed 206. And if you ask me, the defense is not really there tonight.
I agree. The defense is without a doubt lacking. However, you do have to consider one extra game is going to affect the stats a little bit.
We also ask you to support the student athletes from both participating schools by honoring our request to treat all the players, coaches, and officials with courtesy and respect. Thank you, and enjoy tonight's game.
All right, we're just moments away now from the introduction of our starting lineups tonight.
Now for your starting lineups. First for Cheshire. Senior captain number 5, Allie Grove.
Starting with our Cheshire
Number 12, Sydney Hale.
lineup, we have Grove, Hale,
Junior number 13, Teva
Kaplan,
Kaplan.
Doyle, and Hurlbut,
Senior
excuse
captain
me.
number 15, Sadie Doyle. And senior number 24, Grace Hurlbut. The head coach for Cheshire is Shania Williams, assisted by Mike.
We're going to take a look at our Redcoat ladies starting basketball team.
Absolutely.
Berlin Redcoats. Sophomore number 20, Kimmy Lewinko.
Absolutely. Iquinco, number 20.
Number 13, Brooke
We
Walker.
have junior Brooke Walker, number 13.
Junior number 14, Alyssa Walker.
We have her sister, number 14, Alyssa Walker.
Senior captain number 15, Ava
We
Demaray.
have your two senior captains, Ava Demaray
And senior captain number 4, Maddie
and Maddie Sadowski. And that is your Berlin starting lineup.
assisted by Tex Copeland and Jason.
Moments away from tip-off here, and Coach V Court national anthem will be coming up in just a bit.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, just moments away from tip-off here. Cole, hit us with the Pike pregame analysis. What do you think is going to happen here?
I think in this game, I feel like, Cheshire's a very better team with record-wise one more win. but the Redcoats have not played that many games opposed to Cheshire. The competition's going to be great. I feel like we're going to have a nail-biter here. I think the Berlin Redcoats ladies basketball team actually comes out with the win. I'm going to say 54-48.
I gotcha. I think it will be a close game without a doubt. I see it being a little more defensive, a little less high scoring. I'm going to predict a Redcoat win 38-41.
All right.
Absolutely.
We'll see how this game tips off as we get ready for tip-off here at Coach Fico.
Absolutely.
Cheshire rocking the black, Berlin lady rocking the whites and red.
Appears that the players are not satisfied with the ball that was selected for them. It looks like they'll be looking for a new one.
I mean, you got to imagine the ball is pretty important to the sport.
I agree, Cole. The ball is important to most sports. However, especially in this where having control in terms of dribbling is so key, you got to imagine agreeing on a good basketball is
Brooke Walker for
super
tip-off.
fundamental. Absolutely. And now the tip-off. Won by Berlin. Maddie Sadowski chasing it down. She will take the first possession. Edging up the field. Met with a defender at the three-point line. Kicks it out. And now Walker with the ball. Stuck. Gets it to her sister. Back to Walker. Driving in. And puts up the layup for the first points of the game.
Great drive in there by Brooke Walker, able to get inside that paint. That's where she strives a lot. Getting inside that paint will be a huge difference maker in this game.
Absolutely. You can see the Redcoats pressing full court, aggressive on defense. As now quickly swings it to the side, gets it down in the paint. Sadowski on defense. Kick out from three is no good, a little short, but a Cheshire rebound. Another
Nice
pass
pass
deep inside the paint. Kick it out. Berlin seems to be locking down defensively so far. Sadowski got it pinned in the corner, and a great steal there by Walker. Sadowski
Nice
pass
pass.
inside, and a great layup.
Great layup by Lewinko there as Redcoats whistle blown. That will be Redcoat ball, I believe.
Offensive foul, wow.
Great defense there by the Redcoats. I mean, full court press, I mean, early.
Absolutely.
I love the strategy.
I do too. You know, show them that you're going to be aggressive. Show them that you're here to play. Puts up the three, and it is on the money.
Great pass there, left her wide open.
Absolutely.
Easy three for her.
Great play off the break. No. Cheshire on the break, going quickly here, trying to create some momentum. As now they've slowed down a little. He's driving inside on quick switch from the Berlin defense.
Good pass.
And great defense down in the paint by Walker and Sadowski. Continuing to drive in the corner again, puts up a three. Ooh, rattles out, and Demaray aggressive on the rebound, but it seems her foot stepped out.
Redcoats are playing solid defense in the interior. If they can keep that up, that's where Cheshire might be effective the most. We don't know. I haven't heard much about this Cheshire team, but what I've seen is a lot of play inside the paint.
Absolutely great defense there. Puts up the pass, and that'll go out of bounds. Berlin will get the ball. The Berlin defense is playing phenomenally right now. They are cutting, they're closing up passing lanes. They are not allowing really for any offensive creation from Cheshire.
Lewinko's only a sophomore, but she's the commander of this offense from what I've seen year in and year out.
Absolutely. It seems like she is running the majority of the plays, moving it to her teammates and allowing them to really create here. Demaray to Sadowski, who drives inside, puts one up, and another layup for Berlin. Up 9-0 here early.
We said a possible nail-biter. It's not looking this way, but it's still early. A lot of basketball left to be played.
Absolutely. Continuing aggressive defense, now driving into the paint. Sadowski and Walker on the defense. Another missed layup. Sadowski passes to Demaray, who's driving inside, puts up a floater, and it falls. A 9-point run here from the Redcoats. Cheshire seems to be combating this press full court offense with just speed. They're trying to get down there and not let the Redcoats get set, but they have not been able to connect their shots here. And now Walker with the ball. Swings it to Lewinko. Back to Sadowski to Walker. Back to Lewinko. Kicks it out to Desmarais. Three-pointer on the money. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think the Redcoats have missed a shot this game.
14-0 run, Tommy.
Absolutely. And great defense. And a quick substitution here. And a timeout from Cheshire. Cole, you got to tell me, that defense was just exactly what you're looking for.
Absolutely. I mean, the full court pressing is just something that Cheshire might not have expected in this game. I mean, they're playing really tough defense. They're playing really solid right now. The missed shots by Cheshire, they have to be able to hit those shots. I mean, a missed layup on this end and then a three on here for Berlin. This game is a blowout right now.
Absolutely. Berlin is playing solid defense in the paint. They are not allowing them to really penetrate deep in there. And the offense has just been consistent enough to really prevent any further points.
It's been really solid, and if they can keep this up, this game will be a blowout. But, I mean, Cheshire's called a timeout. They have to be able to get themselves in a situation where they can hit these easy shots, play tough defense, and then be able to get these balls back and then, you know, tie this game up at least.
Absolutely. From the way it's appeared so far, Berlin looks like it's more willing to grit through the game. Cheshire has to play fast here and take advantage of some maybe speed advantages that they would have. Now Cheshire driving to the hoop. Puts up the shot, and it is no good. Sadowski comes flying in for the rebound. And a foul is called. That'll be the Berlin ball.
Got pulled down there. Looked like a little spin. Looked like a football tackle.
I will have to say, Cole, that referee looks to be a giant. He is a tall man.
I mean, it looked like maybe he played some basketball back in his day.
Absolutely. Now, Sadowski coming down the court. Swings it around. Lewinko now puts it inside. Sadowski wide open. A layup just misses. Fighting in there for a rebound. Unable to get it. Now playing that tight defense all the way down under the opposing hoop. Sadowski gets blown by. So does Lewinko. And that'll be a foul. Not a shooting foul. So it'll be an out for Cheshire. But now a few more quick substitutions. Desmarais back in, Walker out. Desmarais on the defense. Puts up a three, and it does not go. Berlin now charging down the court.
Slowing the offense down. I like the pace. Play at your own pace.
Absolutely. You control the pace. Walker inside, unable to get that layup to fall. Now they're trapping under the hoop. Continuing this full court aggressive press defense.
Number 13, Kappen.
And now swing outside, driving to the hoop, and it is stripped by Sadowski on the Cheshire on the ground, and that'll be called a jump ball. And it will be Cheshire ball on that.
Well, you got to imagine for this Redcoat ladies basketball team, they're very happy with the start that they've just had, playing tight defense, getting these shots, finding the easy shots, finding the person down low, which has allowed them to score 14 points.
Absolutely. They're playing really solid offense, but this defense has really been the standout without a doubt. Slips out of Cheshire's hand, and that'll be called a double dribble. And now another substitution. Berlin subbing early and often.
Walker coming in for Litwinko. Litwinko was the commander of the offense, running most of the plays. How will that affect Berlin is the question.
Absolutely. It seems like Sadowski will take over as the game manager here. Sadowski moving to the left. Kicks it out. Over to Desmarais. Over to Walker. To the other Walker, who's dribbling around. Back out to Sadowski at the top of the key. And deep under the hoop to Desmarais. Ooh, and a little bit of miscommunication there, it seemed. That will be
It looked like some miscommunication there right off the hands. It will still be in this end for the Redcoats, and it will still be Redcoat ball.
Absolutely. And it looks like the referees are discussing to decide who that ball went off of.
And it did go off of Berlin.
And they will call it Cheshire ball. But Berlin continuing full court press. They are not giving anything up.
2 minutes left in the corner.
And we get the inbound. Sadowski on the defense. Seemed like a little bit of a attempt to pick there. Sadowski fighting through it, sticking with her. 3-point attempt from Cheshire right in the middle. Their first shot made of the day.
To me, it did not look like the best shot right there. You looked like you had other options, but you did hit it. That's what you need. Maybe
Absolutely.
a momentum setter.
Exactly. At this point, you're really just looking to make a smart momentum shift. Desmarais drives underneath, unable to connect, but she gets her own rebound. That'll be called a jump.
And it seemed like they called in the end of Cheshire. They're discussing it.
Ooh, seems like a foul was called there, and that'll be Berlin ball.
He signaled jump ball.
Yeah, seems like after their discussion, they decided that there was a bit of a foul underneath the hoop. Now Sadowski with the ball, looking for the inbound. Throws it up to Walker. Oh! Desmarais just got shoved in the face. Walker at the top of the key. Desmarais setting a pick. Walker to her sister. Deep three. That connects. A great shot there. I love that. I love taking the open shot, no matter how risky it seems. Some of those shots are you have a better chance of making, especially if you're a good three-point shooter, than something under the hoop that's a little contested.
Looked like a college line three right there, a little deeper. I like that shot.
Absolutely. More defense under the hoop here, and the rebound off Desmarais to Walker, who is now charging. Redcoats not wasting any time. They're going up there. Little move under the hoop from Desmarais. And that will be a Berlin out on the side, underneath the hoop.
Looking for the inbound here.
So Sadowski kicks it out to Walker, who puts up another three, just off on that one. Her sister unable to collect the rebound. Now on the fast break, Cheshire charging, 2 Redcoats to beat, puts that up, but gets the shooting foul.
Almost got the and one there.
Absolutely, that would have been a great momentum shifter, trying to get a 3-point play.
And Captain will shoot a pair of free throws.
Yeah, absolutely. And now at the free throw line. Does not make her first one.
Litwinko in for Sadowski.
Again, quick substitutions, trying to keep their people fresh. I like this from
I would
Berlin.
say solid start from the senior Maddie Sadowski, affecting the game as much as she could.
I agree completely. Second free throw does bounce in. Now Walker to Litwinko. Going up the court fast. Driving under the hoop, tries to take it herself, puts it in. A great offensive move there.
Great spin there. She noticed that she was forced on one side, so she was able to spin, get the move on, get right into the paint, and get that easy layup for 2 more points.
Berlin continuing this full court defense. And
we'll check the call here.
Someone. And that will be a foul on Berlin as they send in more subs. Sadowski right back in.
Sadowski and Gumrat's in for Walker and number 11 on the Redcoats.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like she took a little bit of a hit there and might have hit her head. Just wanted to get her out of the game and get her.
We don't want injury. We don't want injuries here.
Do not want a concussion. The inbound.
Captain looking like she's running most of the plays for Cheshire.
Litwinko on the defense. Passes over the top. Pressure in the paint, but that's just a height advantage. Able to dump it right over the top.
She is tall for a female basketball player. I mean, usually you see like 5'8", 5'9". She might be 6 foot.
Sadowski driving under the hoop, circles around. Hits Litwinko, who puts it up and one.
Tough bucket there by Katie Litwinko. She seems to be happy about that shot. She's been running most of the plays. She's the biggest game changer on the floor right now for the Redcoats.
Making a great impact both on both sides of the ball.
She'll shoot a free throw here to try to get the and one.
First free throw is offline. Now Cheshire trying to drive. And a great deflection by Walker. Ball almost just took both of us out there, Cole. And that'll be Cheshire ball on the side.
Okay, wasn't a little bit higher.
Now the quick inbound. Malenko on the defense.
Doesn't seem like it's been working for Cap and running most of the plays.
And Malenko swats it, but Cheshire's able to regain it and put it up. Clock is running. Berlin will have time to put up one more shot here. Driving to the hoop, puts it up, and it's good. A buzzer beater here at the end of the first quarter. And the Redcoats with a commanding 23-8 lead over the Cheshire Rams. Great start.
Yeah, absolutely. Great start by the Lady Redcoats. I mean, if I'm the Redcoats, I'm going to keep the ball in Litwinkel's hands, see what she can do with it, run the plays. She's been getting these tough shots. Walker also has been the three-point sniper from what I've seen in this game. She's hit 2 threes already in this game, a deep 3 here and 1 on the left wing. Maybe that could be the difference maker. If you're Cheshire, you just are focusing on tough defense, trying to get your rebounds. Your shots have not been the best. Your shot selection has to improve from what I've seen in this first quarter.
You got to create more offense. They're not creating their offense well. They're driving. They're hoping that Berlin is giving them something. And Berlin's defense straight up just has been too good to play basketball like that. They need to try and create more open shots. They need to drive and kick. They need to find some kind of strategy that will lead to them creating offense in a higher capacity than this, because this is just
I would definitely
not going to work.
We thought it would be a close game, but the Redcoats have come out hungry. They've came out like they have something to prove, and they do. I mean, 1-2 start, not the best start to the season, where I think at this point they were still undefeated at this point in the year. So being able to come out here, show what you can actually do, and scoring 23 points in the first quarter from where we would think they probably would have scored like less than this is a great showing by the Redcoats.
Really strong first quarter. Now they're going out there hoping to keep it up.
As the second quarter begins, Litwinkel will inbound the ball to Sadowski.
Sadowski taking the ball up the floor. Passes to Litwinko. He passes to Desmarais in the corner. Dribbles it out back to Litwinko. Hits Sadowski. Walker in the corner, back to Sadowski. Back to Litwinko. Desmarais with the 3, a little short, and a great rebound and put back there by Walker for another 2.
Walker using the height on the floor. She's one of the tallest players on the floor, so be able to use that height advantage. Good steal there.
Absolutely great defense. That will be Cheshire ball, but great swat there for another inbound. And a quick move there to get open. Litwinko on the defense. Now sets the pick, switches Walker on defense now. Moving around, puts it over the middle, contested pass, and Berlin with a steal. Litwinko coming up with it, driving down the court. Kicks it out to Walker, takes a 3, just misses, rattles in and out. Now Cheshire driving up the court, Sadowski. Great deflection, but it will be Cheshire ball. Great hustle there, though. You love to see that. You love to see your captain really getting in there.
It's been a lot of defense here. Deflections, they've been out of bounds. If they can get those deflections and steal, this game would be a completely different game.
Absolutely.
Kick ball.
Quick inbound drive to the hoop there, but was off of a foot.
Went off of Brooke Walker's foot.
And will be Cheshire ball again.
If you're Cheshire, you still got to focus on taking those better shots.
And Desmarais aggressive on the defense. Great steal there. Puts it up the court to Walker. Kicks it out. Desmarais double covered, and that'll be called a travel. Not much you can do there.
I mean, it looked like to me she got pulled down. It did not look like it was on her. I think she got pulled down, and that should have been Redcoat ball.
I'd agree with you, but if she's shuffling her feet around, that will get a call to travel 9 times out of 10. It's just unfortunately what will happen.
It did look like a foul before the travel to me.
Now, Redcoats, Litwinko, and puts up the 3, and that will fall. Cheshire able to create a little more offense here.
That's what you got to be focused on in this next minutes coming.
Absolutely. You got to have the momentum shifting your way before the half. Pass to Walker, and a foul will be called. Now more substitutions.
For number 11 on the Redcoats.
Taylor Belizzi, or excuse me, Peyton Bayo. And now Walker with the 3, misses another one. She started the game hot from 3, but she seems to have cooled down since then. Driving up the court, passes it inside. Another great defense from Sadowski, a great steal there. And now the Redcoats driving down past the Walker, who drives to the hoop, surrounded, swings it out. Desmarais from 3, just short on the shot, and Walker fighting for the rebound under the hoop.
Maddie Sadowski's been playing great defense to start off. I mean, a couple deflections and a lot of steals. Tough defense here by the Lady Redcoats.
I think it's got to start this full court. You're just tiring out Cheshire. By the time they get to their own, by the time they're trying to create a shot, they're tired, and they're going to start to make more sloppy mistakes. The shot just misses, and it will be Berlin ball as Lewinko comes back in. It's time for Desmarais.
Desmarais with a solid shift right there. I mean, she had a really good time on the court. She made tough defensive plays, did get called for a travel, but she had a really solid shift.
Sadowski taking it up the field. Swings it outside. Back to Sadowski, back to Walker. Looked like she wanted the 3, but was covered a little quickly. Passes to Lewinko. Back to Sadowski. Passes out to Walker, who drives up, pulls up for a mid-range shot, and is not able to connect. And a bad pass there, luckily recovered by Cheshire. Swings the ball around, and that is blocked. Sadowski continues her defensive dominance this game.
It looked like a foul, and I think they did call a foul, so it will be inbounded by Cheshire.
And it will be a timeout called here.
Cheshire down by 14. They need to start playing good basketball. It's been just bad shots by them. I have not seen good shot selection, but some of them have went in, especially the 3-pointer that they made over here. I feel like you just got to look for those good shots, but the tough defense, I mean, I want to talk about that tough defense, Tommy.
The defense has straight up been spectacular from Berlin. Maddie Sadowski in particular has been getting in there. She's been disrupting the ball, but she's not the only one. Every single member of the Redcoats who's been on that court so far today has been making significant contributions to stopping Cheshire from getting a semblance of momentum.
Yeah.
The defense has really been the standout here so far for Berlin, despite a great offensive first quarter.
Yeah. Number 24, junior Sydney Bronk, will be the newest sub on the floor for the Redcoats.
The inbound. She takes it, drives to the hoop, puts up a shot, and will get called for a shooting foul there.
Lewinko looked like took the charge, but it was called in the other direction, and a pair of free throws coming up here for Cheshire.
So you got to just think, in a situation like that, if you're on defense, you got to set your feet, and it did not seem like Lewinko was able to do that.
Yeah.
Now the first free throw does not go in.
They have to connect on those free throws. That's been pretty much a difference maker. They have to be able to connect on those free throws.
Second free throw put up and does not connect. Cheshire is 1 for 4 from the line. Walker driving to the hoop and will get blocked, and that'll get called.
Good call there by the ref, as she will, I believe, shoot a pair of free throws here.
It's a great job by Walker to get into the paint and to make an aggressive move. And hey, it wasn't the best of shots, but she got the job done. She has the opportunity to add 2 to the scoreboard here.
Absolutely.
Puts up the first free throw, and that is in. Some substitutions here now by Cheshire.
4:44 left to go in the second as Brooke Walker shoots her second.
And that does not go in. Neither team shooting particularly great from the line. And now as Cheshire charges down the court, looking to create some kind of fast-paced momentum here. Swings it around. Demaray and Sadowski on the coverage. Will get called a foul, but great aggressive play there by both of your senior captains.
He'll shoot a pair of free throws here, going to the line again.
And the first free throw will fall for Cheshire. Able to bury both the free throws there. Now Sadowski seems to be taking control, taking the ball up the court here. She has been the main ball handler, it has seemed, to this corner. Back, and a travel will get called on Sadowski. Wow.
13-point game. I mean, there's still in this game a lot of basketball left to be played. If they can force those turnovers and get these buckets, this game will be competitive.
Without a doubt. And a travel will get called on Cheshire.
Not what you want. You just got called. You just got a travel called for you, and then now it's against you. You don't want that.
Effectively, the travels negate each other. Now Walker with the ball, moving along the outside. Gives it to Demaray, back to Walker. Gives it to Lewinko. At the top of the key, swings around. Short pass to Sadowski, who swings it back to Walker. Back to Lewinko, who's driving in, and will the ball be stripped from her. Berlin offensively struggling this quarter, but the defense continues to play great. Forcing a quick three there. Lewinko fighting for the ball. Now Berlin driving down the court. Sadowski long pass to Demaray. Back to Walker, back to Demaray, puts up the three and connects.
Good three in the corner there, and now the offense could start to turn on in this second quarter for the Redcoats. Been a little bit slow start, but they have had a lot of success in the last quarter. As a nice layup there by Cheshire.
Sadowski seemed like she got a piece of that initial shot, but rebound in the putback. Well done by Cheshire. Gives it to Lewinko, who immediately fires the three a little bit offline. I like that shot. I like taking the open one there.
I don't know. It looked like you had other options, Tommy. It's not the best shot.
And
foul there called on, I believe, Sadowski.
Sadowski, that's a tough one to take. You feel like you're getting ran over there, but nothing much you can do about it. Cheshire, frequent visitors of the free throw line so far this quarter. First one is able to fall. They have gotten significantly better from the line as the game has gone on.
A lot of free throws. They're 4 for 7 on free throws, so they are shooting above 50%, as they weren't a couple pairs earlier.
And they have now made 4 consecutive free throws from the line, which might be a little bit of a momentum shift you're looking for, as Lewinko now takes the ball up the court. Couple substitutions on the Berlin end. Demaray with the ball, nearing the top of the key. Puts it in the corner. Walker under the hoop. 2 on her. Puts up the shot.
Tough shot there by Walker, guarded by 2 inside the paint. A little physical defense by Cheshire, but she was able to get that shot off the glass and in.
Absolutely. Ooh, and a great punch out there. More aggressive full court defense. This team is, the Berlin's defense has been spectacular so far this game. Cheshire not able to do much against it. At the top of the key, Walker on defense. And ooh, a great pass under the hoop. That has been what Cheshire has been missing.
Nice cut there by Cheshire, and to find that pass down low is something that really Cheshire can possibly, implement later into this game. It did not look like the Redcoats were ready for that.
Great job as drives to the hoop and puts up a layup.
Great bucket there by the freshman, Biello.
Now, Biello on defense. Walker swats it away and is able to gain possession, as now the Redcoats are charging into the hoop. Kicks it out to the corner. Lewinko, now Walker with the 3 on the money.
Great three there. Defense and then getting the 3 on the other end for Brooke Walker. She's been a very effective player in this game. this whole Redcoats defense has been spectacular, and the offense has been amazing as well to drop 36 points in 2 quarters.
Without a doubt, Walker has been a great offensive player. Another great cut and pass from Cheshire. Seems like they're getting into a little more of an offensive flow. They're making the moves they want to. They're getting the ball into the places they need to. I liked that shot selection there, and it gets them to the line again. Berlin having a little foul trouble here.
They were 5 for 8 from free throws. They'll shoot another pair.
And this is the first one. And a couple of substitutions here.
Sidney Bronk in for Desmarais.
One more foul and we're in the bonus here, which could be very huge to Cheshire's attempt to mount a comeback now. Puts up the second free throw, and that is short. Not able to connect on any of them.
Shooting 50% from the line, you have to shoot higher than 50%. That's the difference maker. If you made all of those, you have 29 points and you're in this game.
And will miss every free throw, but get the rebound. Kicks it out, and another foul called under the hoop.
I believe you said one more foul and they're in the bonus. Is that correct?
Now, this could be huge for Cheshire. Berlin having a little bit of foul trouble. Not what you want to see here. And that one will fall.
6 for 12, still 50%. It's got to be better, though.
And we'll miss that next one. Berlin getting the rebound, charging. Kick out to Walker. Thought about taking the shot. Back to Lewinko. Gets it to Bronk, who is fouled there. Looks like Sadowski is getting ready to sub back in.
1:07 left in the half. These first 2 quarters have been amazing for the Redcoats, especially 36 points. But Cheshire has turned it on in the second quarter, have been playing better basketball.
Sadowski in for Bronk. And now pass to Walker. Fakes it to Sadowski. Looks like she wants to take it herself. Gets it out to Lewinko, who kicks to Sadowski. Drives to the hoop. Gets it to the outside. Takes a nice mid-range jumper, but unable to connect. Seems like Berlin is having a little trouble getting into space here.
I would agree there. I mean, tight defense by Cheshire. You see a step back there.
Great defense there from Walker. Puts it over the top now, one-on-one down low. Swings it around. Sadowski on defense. Puts up the 3, and that is good.
We're in a game now, 13 points. I mean, especially they've been turning it on. We only have 25 seconds left to go.
Cheshire starting to roll more offensively here. They have definitely found their rhythm here. You've got to imagine they want one more shot before the half, try and have that complete momentum. But a last-second shot here from Berlin can kill any semblance of momentum that they have. That could be.
Got to get in the hands of.
Crowd counting down, and a nice steal, and that will be the first half here at Coach V Court. Redcoats up 36-23 after a dominant first quarter. Seem to have faltered a little bit. We'll see how they're able to pick it up back again in this second half. We will take a quick break and be back to you in a few minutes with a little bit of halftime analysis. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We got a little bit of analysis here from Mr. Cole Pike. He's going to tell you about some of these great plays that the Redcoats are making. Cole, why don't you tell us about it?
I will tell you about them, Tommy. I mean, a great set of, the great half. We see here out to Desmarais, and then Desmarais kicks it to Walker.
I agree. Now, I really like, why don't you tell us about really, taking the open shot and taking advantage of what's given to you?
Well, we're going to take the open shot here. We're going to give it to Walker here. Walker will just take this three, hit it. That open shot, that's a really good shot. And because that's a really good shot, put 3 points on the board. She was wide open. And, a couple other things of that play were screens, decoys, all these other stuff that are made into a great basketball play.
Absolutely. Shifting the rest of the defense so that you're able to really get that open shot for yourself. It's something you can do as an off-the-ball offensive player that is a really underlooked part of this Redcoat team. Now, we got one more play. Again, discussing taking the open shot. It's a huge part of how the Redcoats have succeeded here. They're finding and creating good shots. So we have one more play here to look at.
We're going to look here out to Alyssa Walker, and then Walker gives it to Brooke Walker. And then Brooke Walker, back to Alyssa Walker. Alyssa Walker tries the three, hits it. It was a great 1-2, a little open three there by both of the Walkers. Brooke Walker had the previous one, Alyssa Walker had this one. And I think that's a key difference in this game, to be able to put 3 points on the board. It's still a 13-point game. Anything can still happen.
I agree. Just like looking at how just like that little pass is just, she takes 2 defenders with her. That's just an open shot that you have to take right there,
Yeah.
Being able to take advantage of stuff like that is, I think, why the Redcoats are currently leading.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are moments away from the start of the second half. We will be back to you in just 1 second. And now here we are. Sadowski taking the ball up the court, passes it out to Walker, goes to her sister, Sadowski and Litwinko. We got the original starting lineup back out there. Takes a contested three offline. Desmarais getting in there. However, Cheshire gets the rebound. If Cheshire tries to keep a little bit of that offensive flow they had there at the end of the quarter, making nice cuts, passing well. Kicks it back out top of the key. Another great cut and a great pass, but not able to complete the shot, and that'll be called out of bounds.
Cheshire has been playing some solid offense in these quarters that have just happened. The second quarter and an early start to this one. I feel like that offense will continue to roll for Cheshire.
Cheshire with the inbound now. Struggling to find an open person. Has to dump it off quickly. Sadowski getting up in her face. Switch on defense. Sadowski with a steal. And now up the court to Walker. Has a little trouble gathering it, and it now has 3 on her. And that'll be called a foul.
And Walker that'll be an inbounds.
Now
It
Sadowski
was not a shooting foul.
taking the inbound. Looking for someone. Gets to Litwinko, who is immediately, ball is taken from her, but that will be called. And it looks like the Redcoats will be getting the ball back again. It will be like a push against Cheshire, as Cheshire makes a quick substitution less than a minute into this quarter. Sadowski with the ball, passes it to Walker, who passes it to Desmarais. Back to Sadowski. Sadowski deep into the court to Litwinko. Desmarais hits Litwinko. Sadowski back at the top of the key. Litwinko. Desmarais, a little pump fake there. Berlin, great ball movement here. Puts up a 3 that will not go.
Offline shot there. It didn't look like it was going in from here. That's an offline shot. That's a good shot, but you got to connect on those.
I agree. And drive there from Cheshire, unable to get the Ball in the bucket. Now Walker taking the ball up the court. Gives it to Lewinko. Desmarais with a wide open three, connects. Great shot there. Again, taking advantage of what's given to you. That's been huge for Berlin so far.
That good corner three, finding the person in the corner. And that's a good shot by Desmarais and a perfect switch right there to put the Redcoats with 3 more points on the scoreboard to bring them to 39.
Without a doubt. Sadowski on defense, and great defense there, cutting off a passing lane, and it looks like Walker was tripped up from behind by
Walker
Doyle
looked
on
like
Cheshire.
She got pushed from behind. And I mean, the great defense, another great defensive play by Brooke Walker. Her and Maddie Sadowski have been the 2 best players on defense, aggressive, getting those steals when they need it, and running the offense.
Now Walker hands it off to Desmarais, to Lewinko. Nice little offensive moves there. Ball comes loose on the floor, and that'll be called a jump ball.
Looked like it hit off Litwinkel's foot, diving for the ball, and he was able to be a contested ball, but it will be Cheshire ball.
Now Sadowski on defending the side out. Great defense there. And now a deep three from Cheshire, short, unable to connect. Coming in, getting her own rebound though. And
Foul on Sadowski.
she seems like she disagrees with that call. But now she will come out and take a short rest.
Seems a little upset with that call. I think it's actually a pretty solid call there.
No. Cheshire hauls it over the top, outside the three-point line, passes it in, and she's able to create a little separation down low, unable to put it in. Rebound back to the top of the key. Charges down the left side. Got 2 Redcoats right there on her. And a nice cut, nice pass, and unable to put the ball in. Walker with the rebound. Charging down the court, and a little bit of a hit there. Puts it out. Desmarais with the ball now.
Desmarais running the offense here. Could that be huge? Now gives it to Lewinko.
Lewinko goes in, and
Foul called.
get called on a carry there.
Seemed like a foul to me. I thought they called a foul, but it was apparently a carry as Cheshire gets ready to inbound the ball.
Now Cheshire.
.440 left to go in the third.
At the top of the key, Lewinko on defense. She's pick sets. Walker now on defense. Switches. Great defense there. Bieo. And now, ooh.
That'll be Redcoat ball. Lost the handle there, which is huge. Bielo ended up falling, so it looked like she had an open lane to the basket, but she actually lost her handle, went out of bounds, so that's Redcoat ball.
Bielo now taking it out. Bronk into the game for Lewinko. Back to Bielo, who is at the top of the key, passes it to Walker. Passes it to Desmarais, back to Walker. Desmarais tries to make a move to get some separation, puts it back to Walker. Back to Desmarais, takes a 3. A little short. Bronk underneath the hoop. Good rebound there. Fighting for it, and that'll be called a jump.
Good rebound there. Good fight for the rebound. Good hustle by Sydney Bronk to be able to get inside, get that rebound right there to keep it in this end for the Redcoats.
Without a doubt, Desmarais taking it out on the side. And Walker got blocked underneath, and Desmarais with another rebound, another jump ball, and now this will be Cheshire ball. Lewinko coming in for Walker.
Now the inbound there.
The inbound. Berlin back to this full court press. It's Bielo on the defense. tries to put it up under the hoop. Walker with a great defensive play to get in there, and now Lewinko taking it up the court.
Didn't seem like the pass. You're carded by 2. You're trying to pass it down low. That's not a smart pass.
Now Walker going around the outside. Lewinko puts up a 3, almost goes. Walker has the ball, stumbles a little bit, able to regain it, fighting for possession here, and a bad pass by Bronk will lead to a turnover here. Cheshire trying to create some offense here, is able to drive inside and misses a layup, puts in the next one. Way to get her own rebound, put up the next shot.
Absolutely, makes this to a 14-point game. A stop on defense here, and you get a 3. You're only down by 11. It's still a lot of basketball left to be played. Pretty close game.
Now Walker swings it to Bronx, swings it to Demaray, who will have 2 on her. Berlin prepping 2 subs here. Back to Walker, who is driving to the hoop. Puts up a shot, unable to get it to fall. Gets her own rebound and will get the call there, and we'll be going to the line now. Walker now taking 2 free throws.
Been a lot of free throws on this end of the court for both Cheshire and Berlin as Walker prepares to shoot a pair.
Walker puts up the first one, hits the front of the rim. Berlin now subbing 2. Sadowski and the other Walker both coming in. Berlin's starting 5 is back out there again. She puts up the second free throw, and that one will fall. Berlin 2 for 5 from the line tonight. Not a great clip from the line. Continues this full court defense. Walker on the defense. Cheshire swinging it around. Seems like she wanted to take the 3 there, decides to drive instead, and her shot is offline.
Another bad shot there.
Walker gives it up to Lewinko. Loses control a little bit, regains it, puts up a layup, and will not get it to go. Demaray under the hoop. Great bit of rebounding there, out to Sadowski. Walker with the 3. Almost hits it, unable to get it to fall. And now Grove with the ball at the top of the key, defended by Lewinko. Sees an open 3, takes it and hits it. A little bit of defensive confusion there from Berlin on the switch.
We're at a
and Cheshire's
12-point
able
game
to
now.
capitalize.
Cheshire's slowly but surely getting back into this game. A 3. If you get a stop here and get another 3, you're within single digits.
And it seems like after the missed 3 by Walker, Cheshire driving down the court. Seems like they really want it. A little bit of miscontrol there. Now into the corner, takes a 3. Not able to connect. Demaray, the only one alone under the hoop, is able to get the rebound. Drives under the hoop, loses control. It falls right into Cheshire hands. Again, pass under the hoop. Sadowski all alone. Not much she can do there.
10-point game now, 2-on-1. There's not much Maddie Sadowski could do there. That's about as much as she could do. Now you got to try to get points on the offensive side at the end.
Walker with the ball. Passes to Sadowski. Into the corner to Demaray. Instantly has 2 on her. And that will be off Cheshire.
Coming to a close in the 3rd. It's still anybody's game now. Cheshire has climbed their way back into this game. A stop here and a bucket, you're within 8 to 7 points.
Now Sadowski going to where the ball went out. And now looks like the referees are talking to see whether or not
Talking about a kickball.
ball was kicked.
It did look like a kickball to me on Cheshire. Looked like it bounced right off her foot, went out of bounds.
I agree with you there. Now the Redcoats coach, Coach King, coming over to see what the call will be. We're going to go into a quick replay.
See here, Alyssa Walker bringing it up the court. Walker looking at her options, finds Lewinko into the corner. Demaray, wide open corner 3, an easy 3 there for the Redcoats to be able to get 3 points up on the board.
Now Sadowski on the side. Gets it to Walker. 40 seconds to go. Sadowski top of the key. To Lewinko. Kicks it out to Walker. Now, the crowd counting down the shot clock and unable to get it up. That'll be a shot clock violation.
Solid defense there by Cheshire, and now, like I said, Tommy, a bucket here. You're within 8 to 7 points, climbing your way back into this game slowly but surely.
Exactly what Cheshire needed to do. They needed to just hold and not give up anything. Looking for a quick shot here, it seems. Under the hoop is swarmed, and that'll be Cheshire ball.
12.2 left to go into this third quarter, coming to a close. Very good game, Tommy.
I agree. Now we got some subs in here. Biello coming in for Sadowski for the final seconds of this quarter. And now Walker on the defense. The crowd counting down the final seconds. Under the hoop. Tries to put it up. It does not fall, and that will end the quarter here. The Redcoats with a 10-point lead. However, their offense nowhere near as productive as it needs to be if they want to maintain this for the rest of the game.
It's got to be better offense. It's got to be better defense. Cheshire has climbed their way back into this game. Threes, twos, free throws, layups, you name it, they've done it this quarter. The Redcoats have still been playing tough defense. We saw it at the beginning of this quarter. They still got a couple steals on, but they need to be more aggressive in getting to the hoop and finding those open threes like they did earlier in this game.
Without a doubt, a 4-point quarter from the Redcoats is really just not going to cut it at this point.
Absolutely not.
You've got to be hitting more shots. You've got to be producing offensively more. I'm
see what
interested
happens.
to see how the Redcoats will come out of this and see if they can maintain this lead and really fight to win this game. I think they will. I think the Redcoat defense is just still too difficult to get past. They only gave up 7 points that quarter. Their defense has played phenomenally.
Absolutely. So this quarter, 8 minutes left, fourth quarter game coming to a close. But after this will be the boys basketball game with the Berlin boys basketball taking on Maloney. What is it?
Taking on Maloney here. Tip-off is scheduled for 6:45. We will be back a few minutes before that to give you some stats. But stick around, watch the boys' game as well.
With 8 minutes to go as we begin the fourth quarter here at Coach V Court.
Now, Lewinko taking the ball up after the inbound. Passes it to Biello. Swings it out to Walker. Walker, a little jab step. Back to Lewinko. Kicks it out to Walker. Driving again, swarmed by two. Lewinko puts it in the corner, does not connect on the three. The ball bouncing around. Cheshire with the rebound. They're storming down the field.
Nice pass.
Great pass in the corner. Pump fake three. Puts up a three. Does not go. And now Biello taking the ball up the court. Seems like she's going to go all the way. And almost puts it in. Demaray fighting under there. Redcoats are flying all over the place. Cheshire now charging down the field. The court, and we're putting the layup.
Now we're in an 8-point game. It's anybody's game right now. Cheshire has been dominating this second half.
Out to Biello. Inside to Walker. And
that will be.
Seems like the Redcoats are frustrated on the lack of a call there.
They signaled Redcoat ball.
Redcoats seem to think that should have been a foul. Now Biello on the inbound, and swatted by Cheshire will be another Redcoat inbound. Redcoats seeming physically frustrated. You can tell that they're upset with how some of these calls are going. Now Walker on the inbound. Gives up to Demaray, swatted away by Cheshire, who are charging down the court, puts up a layup, and that is in. Cheshire has gotten themselves back into this game, 6 points.
They were down by 18 at one point, I believe. Now they're down by 6. Another good steal here.
Lewinko fighting to get the ball up. She's trapped in the corner, gets it out to Biello, who kicks it to Walker. Back to Lewinko, who puts up a layup, unable to get it. Biello with the rebound. Blocked. Walker under the hoop, and seems like she took a hard fall, and a travel gets called here. Cheshire ball again. The Redcoats offense is struggling here.
The Redcoats did not like that call as Cheshire begins to bring the ball up here.
Coach King having some words with the referee in the corner. And a wide open three that falls. Cheshire
3-point game.
has stormed back here, and the Redcoats will take a timeout, and like Coach King said something not very kind, and she is now yelling at the referee. It'll be a 60-second timeout. The Redcoats are not doing so hot.
Wow.
Fast, 7 points in the first 2 minutes by Cheshire.
Cheshire's now hyped. They are with momentum. They are going down the court fast, playing tough defense. That's what the Redcoats have to get back into. They've been playing tight defense. That's what's gotten Cheshire back into this game. Now it's 40-37, 6 minutes left to play.
And as much as I do think that some of these calls are not going the way that they should be, I think that there are some bad calls here by the refs. Berlin has to stop complaining. They are spending more time arguing with the refs than they are trying to play defense.
That's what can happen. The complaining can get to your head, and that could be a huge reason why that this game is what it is right now.
Without a doubt, Cheshire coming out of their timeout. They are excited here.
As this will be a Redcoat ball. Redcoats trying to gain back momentum, trying to get where they were at the start of this game. It's just been all Cheshire in this second half.
Now the entire starting lineup for the Redcoats out on the floor. Lewinko is going to be the one inbounding it. Cheshire's zone defense has been phenomenal here. They're using it to create these double teams without letting anyone else become open. It has worked really well so far this half. Redcoats, now Walker was by herself, could have taken a three, decided not to. Lewinko charging and tries a little sneak pass, but that will be off of Cheshire, be called a Redcoat ball. That's a risky pass there. Now Sadowski inbounding. A little bit of miscommunication there, and that'll be Lewinko's. And now Walker under the hoop, several around her, gets her own rebound, and Cheshire will regain possession, charging down the court. Got to imagine they're looking for a three-pointer here to tie the game. Had a wide open shot, decided not to take it, swings it out to her teammate, takes the three, and Cheshire has tied it here. 5:19 left in the game.
Well, number 5 on Cheshire, Grove, has been absolutely dominant on the three.
Now Walker with a deep three, way offline. The Redcoats get called for a foul here, and this is a disaster for Berlin.
Allison Grove has hit those deep threes. That looked to me like it was a 20-something plus foot three. A deep shot.
This has been a disaster for the Redcoats here. They are not creating any offensive production. Their defense, they look tired. Now Cheshire looking to inbound it. They get it to Grove. Now you've got Biello on her, chasing her down.
Grove.
Another three, and she does not connect on this one, but the rebound by Cheshire. And they will take the lead. Cheshire up 42-40. The Redcoats have not scored yet this quarter. Walker now going under the hoop, passes it out. Sadowski collects. Biello under the hoop, tries to put one up, unable to. And it looks like Demaray is fighting under the hoop. Little pushing, little shoving. The ball is lobbed up. Demaray now on the defense. And Sadowski under the hoop, not able to do much. Cheshire up 4 here with 4 to go. Sadowski taking it up the court. You got to imagine if they give up more points to Cheshire, another timeout is going to be called. This Cheshire defense has really come to life in this second half. As Walker puts one up, it barely rolls in.
Rolled around the rim there. This crowd is hyped. The benches are hyped. And this is just a fun game to watch right here. A nail biter now coming to 3 minutes.
Cheshire, good crowd supporting them here. Spins around, puts in the layup. Regains that 4-point lead. Sadowski taking the ball down the court. Sadowski passes to Demaray. And the foul will be called.
If I'm the Redcoats, I might be looking for a 3 here. Get within 1 point, 3:34 left to play. I might be looking for a 3 here.
You got to think that's risky, though. If you got to take whatever points you can get.
But your 3-point shooter's Alyssa Walker has shot really well from 3, especially earlier in this game. She can get back to that momentum.
Now Walker takes the quick shot, quick jumper, back to 2 points.
Nice 2.
This full court press, someone was left wide open. Now the lob down the field, Biello on Grove. Grove driving under the hoop, kicks it back out. Sadowski on the defense, gets double teamed, and now Walker, and travel called. Berlin ball. Some choice vocabulary there from the Cheshire team.
She doesn't believe that she did much. I did think that was a travel person.
I agree with you.
It did look like a travel.
Now Sadowski, 2-point game. A 3 here could mean a Berlin lead again. Walker with the ball. She's their best 3-point shooter. Biello open in the corner. Does not take the 3-point shot. Drives to the hoop. Takes a little pull up, and it falls. Berlin tied it again, 46-46. And Cheshire is moving quick. Timeout called by Cheshire. This game, which initially Berlin opened 14-0, has turned into a barn burner, a tight game here. 46 all here at Coach V Court. This Berlin team that looked exhausted there. Now, just under 3 minutes to play. They look like they have a little bit of life back in them, but they need to play aggressive. Their defense needs to lock in, and they need to start dominating on both sides of the floor. They have had very little success driving to the hoop. Cheshire is playing this zone defense that is allowing, especially in the paint, their defenders are able to collapse on whoever has the ball, make it very difficult to get shots up with any semblance of accuracy, and hoping that you're going to get called for a foul under there is just not a sustainable way to play basketball.
I do want to talk about Grove on Cheshire, though.
Without a doubt.
Deep threes, hitting those amazing deep threes. I mean, you don't really see that, especially like, looked like a little Caitlin Clark kind of range.
Without a doubt. She has gotten confidence in this second half. She's taking whatever is open to her, and she's been hitting it. Really, really great defense. Or excuse me, really great offense by Grove. She caught on fire, and now you got to imagine that something similar to these.
We did think this one was going to be a nail-biter, and it is. I mean,
You
what a
gotta
game.
imagine these lineups will stay similar for the rest. And now Berlin double-teaming Grove down the court, trying to take away the best playmaker. Now Cheshire, long 2, unable to go. Walker will be the one taking it up. Pass it to Biello. Goes under the hoop and puts it in. The Redcoats take a lead. Now Grove with the ball. Only one on her, and it's Biello. She fights through a pick, and the charge is, the block is called.
Illegal screen.
An illegal screen. That will be Redcoat ball. That is what the Redcoats have been looking for.
You don't want that to happen if you're Cheshire, but the Redcoats now have a new form of momentum, leading by 2. Another bucket puts you up by 2 possessions. Or a 4-point play.
Got to get your feet set there on the screen.
Timeout.
Coach King for the Redcoats will call the timeout. 30-second timeout here. Now, if you are Cheshire, you got to be frustrated with that. You have to keep absolutely set. Your feet cannot shift even an inch on a screen like that, and doing that has completely eliminated an offensive possession that you needed to tie this game again.
They're going to be looking for Alyssa Grove. I'm already telling you right now, they're going to be looking for Alyssa Grove if they get a stop here. She's the best 3-point shooter. That will give them the lead by 1 if they get a stop here and hit a 3. But if you're the Redcoats, you doubled Grove on the inbound here and left her wide open for 2. I don't think you should double there. I don't think so. You left her wide open for 2. Sure, she missed it, but that might not happen every time.
I disagree. I think you neutralize the best threat. Make them beat you with the players who wouldn't normally have to do it. Put the pressure on some players who might not be used to these high leverage situations. You have to imagine Grove, with her great 3-point shooting ability, is used to having these important shots down the stretch here. Make the other players do it. Force them to beat you without using their star. It's if you're comparing it to football, it's the Bill Belichick mentality. Take away the best receiver, make everyone else beat you. Sadowski now with the ball. Swings it to Walker at the top of the key. Driving under the hoop to Sadowski, who will drive and kick. Biello gets under the hoop and puts it in. The Redcoats with a 4-point lead now, 50-46. And Cheshire is moving quick. Grove with the ball. Biello on her. And the foul.
Bielo has scored the last 6 points for the Redcoats. She's on a really good run right now. 6 points to put them in position
Without a
to
doubt.
win this game. Up by 4, 2 minutes to play.
Foul called on Bielo there. Now Grove, the one inbounding. Walker coming off quick. And now the foul called on Cheshire. More choice vocabulary to the referee. 33 there with the push. And now Bielo inbounding to Sadowski.
I think you got to neutralize your playmaker. I think you give it to Bielo, see what she can do. She scored the last 6 points driving to the rim.
Without a doubt, she has been the one who is most on fire. Bielo gets it. And they are doubling her, it seems. Now to Lewinko, who drives underneath, gets it to Demaray, who puts it in! Redcoats up by 6. Less than 2 here to go. Grove and Bielo, they seem to be content to give Bielo this one-on-one with Grove. Grove driving down the court. Another screen, the 3. Grove misses, and that'll be Redcoat ball again. What a swing here. The Redcoats recapturing the momentum. As now they have the opportunity to go up by 8 or 9 here.
Well, that missed shot there was off target. I mean, went right off the rim, went out of bounds. And now turnovers, illegal screens, and foul calls has been the difference maker for Cheshire. And the Redcoats taking advantage of their time, holding it, seeing what they can make with this last 1:14 left.
Walker kicks it to Sadowski. Guard at the top of the key, and she will get, foul called against Sadowski. Number 12 on Cheshire with a block there. Now Walker taking it out. You've got to imagine at this point, Grove is just gassed. She's out of energy. She's been the primary ball handler and shot taker this entire half.
Absolutely. I mean, she's just been hitting a lot of threes, taking a lot of deep threes.
Demaray takes the inbounds it, gets it to Walker, out to Sadowski. They seem to be content to let the clock kind of burn. They have a comfortable lead at this point. Going back, gets it to Lewinko, who spins, drives under the hoop, and shooting foul called. Great move by Lewinko there to get under the hoop. It's a really well done move.
Yeah.
Able to get the shot up, so it will be called a shooting foul.
It was a foul, and now she'll get sent to the line. If you're Cheshire, you got to hope that she misses. If you're Berlin, you got to hope that she hits these 2, which will put you in prime position to win this game. You'll be up by 8.
We'll force it into a 3-possession game, which at this point, you got to imagine that makes it so much more difficult for Cheshire. Lewinko now at the line.
Especially with under a minute to go.
The first one will fall. A pure shot there.
The free throw game has not been solid for both of these teams, but she was able to hit that one to put them up 53-46 as she misses
the next one. And now Demaray underneath gets called for a reach-in.
And I don't mind that. I don't mind that foul right there. Honestly, trying to get that ball, but even if you don't get that ball, you still foul. Force their offense to be slowed down, no fast breaks, and get the defense set.
Exactly, I agree completely. Now, Bielo defending Grove as she takes it up the court. Grove looking a little tired here. Bielo staying on her. And now a screen there. Sadowski gets in there. Walker takes possession. 30 seconds to go. Out to Sadowski, who will get swarmed and the foul will be called.
Cheshire had to foul there. They had to foul. I don't know why they didn't foul earlier, honestly.
Without a doubt. Now Sadowski going to the line. You got to hope, if you're Cheshire, you got to hope she misses both and will rebound.
Absolutely. I mean, free throw game has not been the best. We'll see what happens here on these 2 free throws upcoming.
First one from Sadowski goes right in. That gives the Redcoats an 8-point lead. Should be enough to close this game out. Sadowski buries them both. Redcoats up 55-46. Ball to Grove. Bielo on her again. And Grove takes the deep 3, which falls.
Clock's still
6
running.
points now.
You got a foul.
And And now it looks like the Redcoats are going to be content to let the time run. The foul will get called. Redcoats will have 2 more free throws.
As the Redcoats will walk out of here with a win. And Cheshire will go home sad with a loss.
First one from Lewinko, rattles out, not able to connect on the free throw. And now the Redcoats emptying the paint, not even going to risk anything. Lewinko puts up the second one, buries it, and now 3.5 seconds left. Puts up a last-second shot that will fall short. The Redcoats, despite faltering at moments, win 56-49. They'll improve to 2-2. Cheshire will now be 2-3 here on your 2024-25 women's basketball season. The teams will now shake hands. Ladies and gentlemen, great basketball game here. We will be back in about 20 minutes with some pregame for the boys basketball game against Maloney. We hope to see you then. Please stick around. Until then, I am Tommy Morris-Corsetti with...
I'm Cole Pike.
And we will be back in a little bit. Thank you for watching.